How the average person's social media feed goes, but mine is like all day AI, right? And it's either like no one is using AI, or everyone is using AI, or AI is going to take all the jobs, or AI is going to like be like the third winter, and then it's like which one of these things is going to pan out? Which one of these things is true? It's a lot of time, like just like sifting through what's fact and what's not. And so for me, whenever I'm faced with those situations, I look at data and experiments, right? Which is a large part of what I do on this channel. And then so when I look at this broader question of are people actually utilizing AI in like economic industries, are corporations utilizing AI? I get two different answers. I get like on the Microsoft side, a lot of people are taking the recent Microsoft statements as saying that like are all of a sudden poo-pooing on AI and corporate use, right? Like so the narrative was like AI is going to take over corporate everything, and then all of a sudden it's like a big shift, right? Like AI is completely worthless as far as corporations, and then so it's like where's the actual truth within that? And to me, if you look at the actual statistics and the actual data, there's a very clear assumption that comes out of this, and a very clear picture, which is very simply, it's not an assumption, it's a fact. People are lying about how much they're using AI and things, flat out. People, corporations, etc. I can prove it to you. You are a liar. You are saying that you are not using AI a lot in your stuff. So first of all, let's look at software engineering job openings. So for the software engineering job openings have hit a 5-year low. This particular article is just the one that I pick out, right? 35% fewer software job developer openings on Indeed today than 5 years ago. That's a very damning statistic within this, right? And then you can see it here. This is like here's COVID. Here's the peak of COVID. Here's coincidentally when ChatGPT comes out, and then no more job opening jobs, no more software engineering jobs, and it hasn't picked up since. It's just a weird outlier trend, right? All of a sudden, the biggest industry that is driving the biggest part of the economy, all of a sudden has contracted 35%, and then that's just okay. So that's one statistic here. Let's that's I'm biased by that because I'm I work in IT overall. But so let's look more at like productivity over time here. So this is exactly like productivity charts, right, from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And then what we can see here is like gangbusters for the last few quarters, right? Fourth quarter and annual averages over 2024. We see, I'll go back here, significant growth, right? 1.2% increase in Q4 2024 and an increase at 3% overall. 3% is astronomical year over year if you're looking at these numbers, right? It's not breaking this down by year, but if you look at these by like sectors like and time periods, there is not a time period that's listed here where we've had 3% productivity growth. It's high. Like that would be the period of between 2001 and 2007 is the only time when we came close. When like there was like, I mean, everyone had a job and the economy had recovered from the dot-com boom, and essentially the dot-com boom was taking off, right? Like anyone could get a job anywhere. And it was at 2.8% productivity at that point. And then now we're seeing 3% productivity with labor decreases. Like that's the thing, right? Like in a lot of these industries. So let's take a look at that, right? like let's look at not just output, but output versus labor input, and that paints like this is how I know you're lying. Like just looking at this chart, like I was like, okay, everyone's a liar. Like you like look at the computer services industry, output versus input. I mean that's insane. Publishing, you're like same thing, right? Like and then data processing, publishing is less, right? And you can tell like these industries that are being impacted. So I mean IT just across the board, right? You can look computer science, systems design, and related services toasted. Miscellaneous professional, scientific, and technical services toasted. But look at outside of communications. broadcast and telecommunications, you're toasted worse than IT. Like if you are in broadcast and telecommunications, like anyone that's making a video game, making entertainment, etc., if they tell you that they're not using AI, they're flat out lying to you. You are a liar because you are laying off like 30% of your industry while your output is going up. How does that happen? Like, there's only one way, right? And then, like, the only trend that bucks this, it's hilarious, is funds, trust, and other financial services. And then that's how you can tell that these people are lying, right? Because it's like, look at the labor inputs for funds, trust, and official, whole, like, let's throw the boat at AI in this stuff. But like the one industry like that AI is having like kind of the worst gains for is financial trust and other financial vehicles. Like if you're a financial advisor right now, you're in good shape, right? Like AI's not taking your job for a while. They tried, you could see, like they tried to throw the sink at it, and then they plummeted output for their own industry. Same thing with insurance carriers and related activities. Financial services and insurance carriers, you were bidding on these algorithms to try to outperform people in these particular industries, and it didn't work, but it is working in other industries so far. And that's what we're seeing within this data, right? This is a clear trend within this. Like anyone that is, data doesn't lie, right? Flat out. I can plug in anecdotal examples on top of this. Like, for example, I've been making money personally utilizing AI in the publishing industry, which is why it doesn't catch my attention and catch my eye, right? I know that. Same thing with like management of companies and enterprises. My management of companies and enterprises has gone through the roof in the age of AI. Same thing with my broadcasting and telecommunications, right? I have an AI dedicated channel. I have a channel that is just solely dedicated to AI. I don't do AI on this channel because I know that people don't like to mix them, but there's an audience that does like AI content, and I definitely cater to that. I'm contributing to this broadcast and telecommunications increase in output, right? So overall, this paints, like looking at these numbers and these output versus labor input numbers, it's very clear. People are using AI. Some industries are experimenting with AI. Some industries are having better time with that testing than other industries, and they're significantly banking on it. If they're telling you that they're not cutting jobs, I mean, they are. Especially broadcasting and telecommunications, that's a big one that sticks out to me here, because that's where I see like a lot of this, right? Where it's like a lot of like people are taking the strongest stance, like no AI and anything. Like you're lying. Like you're not cutting 30% of your industry and then increasing 30% of your output while you're not using AI. What are you doing then? Like, and there's only one other like the data doesn't lie, right? Just plain and simple. What should people do about this? I don't know. This is a big problem, right? This is a worldwide problem and a global problem, and it doesn't go away by people denying that they're utilizing AI in these things. Flat out, I am guilty of contributing to these numbers myself. What am I going to do? Like not take part in this new economic cycle that has developed as a result of this? I'm going to that's where I'm going to derive my money from too. And so I am guilty of contributing to this. What is the answer to it? I don't know. I understand. I recognize this is bad. This is a big problem. If this continues, we're all in bad shape. I don't see anything bucking this trend. Only you can prevent forest fires. So what do we do? It takes a village. It takes a global effort. It's not just like one person saying, "Hey, I'm not going to do this." Like, if I say, "Hey, I'm not going to do this," someone else is going to do it, right? I already know competition in these areas and these different industries, and because I've seen it, and there are definitively other people within it, and just highlighting that overall, bringing this to your attention. If people are saying I'm not using AI, or the companies aren't using AI, or look at someone saying that someone isn't using AI, the data, it doesn't lie. I don't know what they're using AI for. I don't really care overall. They're definitely not using it for financial services industries, which is good. Again, so what industry do you get into? Get very, very good at finance, flat out. That seems safe to me. But if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.